Hey, what up, everybody? How y'all doing? Back at y'all again with part three of the Shigin intro. It's been a while, not a while, it's been, I don't know, a week or so since I did the last one. And I was thinking, I should probably do it. And recently I've kind of gotten into these whole live streams because, as I've said before, it's just a lot easier to do. So I'm going to do it this way. Apologize. Oh Lord, apologize. There's no like background music, but All right, so let's get into it. So I turn my camera around. This one. Oh, there we go. All right. So can I zoom in? Oh, I can zoom in. That's awesome. All right. So as a quick, uh, review, what we did last time is we did these two columns. And again, we're doing the song Koto ni Kanzu, which is essentially about, when you break it down, it's about friendship, and it's about, you know, true, true people, true friendship, people who really care about you. So just as a a little bit of over review, um, here we have our starting note, the 3.5. And again, if you go back and look at the other two videos, you'll see the explanation of what these mean. But essentially, these are your starting pitches or your starting notes. So, just to quickly go through it again, we have our words hana. So this will be our starting note. Hana hirakeba. Now, another thing I probably didn't mention is that when you sing these, usually they're done in pairs with the pronunciation. So one sound per, or sorry, two sounds per group, right? So hana, hira, keba, and then we would take, sorry, I keep adjusting the camera. Then we'd take the ah, right? Our last sound here, this is ba. So ah would be extended for this here. So hana hirakeba, and this means go down. Ah, and this means go up and down. Ah. So we have a 3. Cho. This is sort of one grouping. So cho. Then we would jump up to a 6. Edani, and then down. Edani. So here, this is one of the more difficult parts. So here, a lot of this, the Shigin, what I guess you would call the musical symbols, are visual, right? So again, you look at it and it's basically visualizing what your voice does. So here we're jumping up. So I can make this. There we go. Okay. So we're jumping up to the 6, and then we would go down, right? So edani, and then this would be up, upward to a 7. It's not written, but when you see it, it's supposed to represent that. So edani. Now, to be honest, I'm still not 100% confident with this part, because if you look here, it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But when you hear people sing it, it sounds much more than that. So, Hedani, right? So this seems to be a lot more of action with the voice than what is actually written here. But essentially, it's what you can imagine this part going down some stairs, all right? And then you have our mitsu. Oh, sorry, mitsu. Now again, here it's not accurately represented, but this is more of a slope, gentle going down. So mitsu, and then we would extend the ending u sound. Mitsu. And then go up here to the second column. Oh, sorry. And again, here, what this essentially says is when the flowers open, the cho, there's the butterfly, um, are gathered, right? So this basically means like it's packed, or a whole bunch of them show up, right? But then oppositely here we have hana shasudeba, so when the flowers close, or the cho mata marenai, right? So that means basically they're not there, right? So the cho, the butterflies, the people, right? All your friends. When you're balling, when you're balling out, bam, everybody's there like, man, you're beautiful, man, you're amazing, you're balling. But when you're not balling, when all that paper goes out, yeah, you know what I'm saying? When your bank account is on -0, you feel me? Then everybody dips out, everybody gone. And so here, again, it's not written here, but usually with the second column, we start out on a much lower note. Usually, I think it's about the last note here. So mitsu hana, right? So usually the first note here will be the last note here. Hana. And again, sorry for my bad voice. This is, you see here, a little down, up, down, up. So we have that vibrato. So hana, right? That ah, right? Hana. And then we have the three. Shasureba. So shasu. So this is usually, as I mentioned, it's in groups of two, right? So sha, right? Reba. But here it's, the numbering's a little bit off. So how this would work is shasureba. So usually we keep the groupings of two, but if there's an odd number, sometimes you'll do 2, 1, 2, or sometimes 3, 2, something. It just depends on how the wording goes and which is best to have the smoothest singing, if that makes sense. So you have shasureba cho, and we jump into the 5 cho mata. So what this little swoop means, it means we would jump up and then go back down. So we have cho 5, and we go up to 6, down to 5. So cho mata, so right, cho mata. And here, what this is, these little breaks is, I guess a good way to explain it would be like that emphasized vibrato, right? So cho mata, right? So so cho mata, so right? We kind of working or fighting our way up to that 7. So and then here is more of a slow descent. Mare nari. Now, so I think here, because it's not written, I think here are found on, I think is a 3. So here we'll go mare and go slightly up to the 3.5. So mare nari. Now here again, we're taking the final sound of this is D. So hold on. D, right? So we take that E, I sound, the E, and we extend it. So na, this is na, nadi, right? So we go slightly up and then down. So mare nadi, so nadi, E, so slightly down, E, right? And then we jump up to our new one, the third column. So usually with a lot of these 4-column songs, it's like here of Kotoni Kanzu, and then here we have another song here. I think it's called GA. So again, here we have the 4 columns here. So usually it happens in the 4th column. Here we have another one. It's a Gunsei. Sorry, not gun, goose. And here we have our 3rd column. So usually in the 3rd columns, This would be like the crescendo moment. This would be the big part of the poem where something changes or something big happens, basically. So when we get to this part, we're instantly met with boom, the seven, right? Now, usually this will be the highest note most of the time, but there are some cases where, like, ooh, really, really, really close. Immediately after, you'll jump up to an eight, but it's usually momentary, very momentary. So here we have ta-da. So again, here we have our seven. Make sure everything's focused. Our, ta-da, and that ah. Oh, excuse me. Ta-da, right? So it's like a little valley. Go down, up, down. All right, so seven, and I think it's down to a six. I have to. Oh, sorry. Down to a six. And then up to the seven again. And then so ta-da! Oh no. Sorry. Down to a five. So 7 6 5. I think 7 6. So ta-da! Right, and then here we have our Q. So we're jumping up to that eight. Q. So no. Now, there's a lot in this third column that I want to talk about. I'm gonna do my best because y'all know like I said, I'm not a teacher. I'm just trying to help. You feel me? So, like I said, here we have our little valley. So, ta-da, right? And I think here our last note is a six. And then, oh, sorry, I'm just thinking, I'm trying to get it figured out. So I think six here. And I think actually we go to a 7 8. Yeah, Q. Yeah. 7 8. So Q. So. And, I think we stay here with the eight and then down to a seven. So Q so no. Okay, yeah. So then if I get any of this wrong, I'll go back and I'll let y'all know. Because I make mistakes. We all do. So we'll get the eight, and then I think 8 7 6. Right. So Q so no, and then this is going down, down, down. Right. So no. Now, if we do it basically, not the basic. If we do it in the really simple version, we're going down. Sorry, twice. I may have made it sound like three times. We're going down twice. So no. Right. So if this is, for example, a six, I'm going to go 6 5 3.5 5 3.5. Right. But you may have noticed in the title of the video, I put the small threes. So the small three, what is a small three? So let me find something to write on. Okay, so hold on. Let me get a little piece of paper so I can show you what the small threes are. Okay. Got my little notebook. So, hold on. So essentially, I don't know what they're officially called, but I like to call them the small threes. And so you'll see kind of like from earlier, you'll have this, right? So Q so no, right? So we have that very small descent, right? So we have one note here. Let's imagine it's a 6 on our little scale. Then we'd go down to a 5, and then we'd go down to, I believe it's a 3.5, right? That's the simplified version of it. No, but between this point, the descending from 5 to 3.5, there is when you get more advanced to it, there's a smaller um, action. So essentially, if we have 6, 5, leave that open for a second, here, right? So we have our 6 going down to a 5. Now, what you would actually do here for the more detailed part is you would make a slight swing up and then down, down to the 3.5. I know this is really confusing, but I'll get back to it in a second. So the very, very simple version. So hold on. So the basic version is down, down, right? So for example, with what we did earlier is Q so no, right? But with the when you get more into it, you'll have the nuances, right? And so to be like so no, that no, wait, so no, oh, right there, oh, then 1, 2, 3, right? Now what that is you're briefly sweeping up. So if it's a 5, you're going up, barely touching the 6, and then down to the 5, down to the 3.5. So it's that little 3, as I like to call it, right? So Q so no, 1, 2, I can't. If I say it in English, it sounds weird. 1, 2, 3, right? Sorry for my voice, man. So it's like Q so no. Sorry. Live, dude. No edits. Q so no. Right? So that's what I call the little 3. And that's something I'm still learning. I just recently learned that like well last year, and I'm still working on it now. For me, it's like the most difficult part so far is to master the little nuances, because there's lots of that jumping. Actually, hold on. We'll get back to the normal song, but I want to show y'all something that I did um, last week. So here's a song that I did last week. Huh. There we go. So here's a song I did last week. Now, if you notice, this is a lot more complicated, and some of the symbols are really, really different, right? But let's look at here, right? Now, if you look here, you see that we have kind of that going down the stairs thing, right? But here, instead of 2 like before, it's 3, right? So we have nadu. So again, this would be that ooh. So that two sets of what I call the small 3. Um, so here we have a 6 here, so we'd start on a 6. Nadu, right? Oh no, sorry. So I have a 6 here, so nadu, right? So it's we'd go down 1, just a regular down, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then again. So let me try this one. Like I just started this song like Friday. So it's called hold on. Shoot you. Was it Shichu? Shisaku, I think. Nah, I may have made a mistake. Anyway, so here's kind of, so you may have seen this before, right? A little 3.5. All right, so let's look at it. Let's look at it. So it's 君水やしししして中期となる干渉So I can't do this one. So this is hard. This is a really hard song, and it's kind of why I like it because it's really, really detailed. So, like I said, I just started this one, so I need to practice this one more. But anyway, as you'll see here, there's a lot of those. It gets a lot more nuanced as you go up. So this, for example, this song here is number, where is it? Number 12 of book 9. Book 9. There it is. This is book 9. And how this usually goes is you'll have kind of the easy books, obviously, or the easier songs, obviously, would be in book 1, right? And as you go up, they gradually get more difficult. So this, I may have said it before, this book I have here, this is actually the teacher's book. But I bought it because, I wanted to have something to carry around a little bit easier. It has the explanations in regular Japanese, so it's a good way for me to study. You know what I'm saying? This actually, this is actually from book 6 to book 10. This is actually doesn't have the first 5 in it, but usually, the beginning of the book will be easier, number 1, number 2, and then it'll get harder and harder and longer. So like the one we're doing now, the Kotoni Kanzu, this is right. It's only about 4 columns. 4 columns, 4 columns, right? 4 columns, 4 columns. But as you go up, here for like number 15, it gets a lot longer. So that's, instead of being 1 page, it's 2 pages, right? And sometimes they might even be. Let me check. Oh yeah, like this one. Yeah, this one's actually like 4 pages long. Right, go 1, 2, I think 3, 4. Right. So some of these poems can be really, really long and really complicated. But anyway, this video is getting pretty long. But let me. I don't want to take too much of y'all's time. So anyway, so back to here. We would start out with the 7. So tada, and go and jump up to 8. Q so no. Right. Oh, wait. Sorry. Oh, and then again here we would have that little 3 in it. It's not written, but then the little nuance. But the non-nuanced version would be so no. Right. So either way is fine. And then jump up to the 7. Oh. And as we see here and here, we have that sort of more, I guess you would call it intense or stronger vibrato. So, tsubame. So going down with that, the final part of here. So, tsubame. So this is me. So our final sound would be e, right? So, tsubame. Right? Let me try that again. Tsubame. Right, so again, riding down the stairs. So if you can't get the little right, don't worry about it. Just try, man. Just try. And then adi. So again, that e sound. Adi. So So again, just try. Don't worry about it. I'm not a teacher. I'm not going to teach you the best way. I just want to get you interested, get you started. So yes, that's the 3rd column. And then actually, well, let's go ahead and go to the final column here. So this one's a lot easier to do. This will be real quick. But before we do that, so here we have essentially this is however the former friends or the previous friends, the tsubame, the swallow, the bird is still there. So basically what this says is, when you're balling out, all the people come and show, but when everything goes away, when the flowers close, everything wilts, they're all gone. However, the swallow, the birds, essentially in this, the true friends are still there, right? And essentially what this wraps up is that saying that your true friends are always with you, essentially, which is why I love this song. Anyway, so let's get into the final column. So the final column, much like the second column, we'll start off kind of on that lower note. So Adi Shujin. So again, it's kind of the same as here. So that extra vibrato. So Shujin Mazu. So this dip here. This dip here means that we kind of go an extra note lower. It's kind of we're sweeping down and up. So mazu, and it's written here next to the ma, but actually it would happen with the zu. So mazu, so mazu shikimo, right? And we have our 5. So wait, where's my pencil? There we go. So mata. So again here, we're kind of making our way up the stairs. Mata. Get to the 7. So kind of just glide gently down. So mata. Sorry. Mata. And again here, kaido. I like this. This means to return or to go home. And we have that swoop. So kae. So again, that e, right? It's here at the ka, but it actually go with the e. So kaeru. So again, here, just like here with the D, we would take the final sound and go slightly up and then down. So with the do, we'd be like kaeru. So up slightly, ooh, and then slightly down, ooh. So kaeru. Oh no. So there you go. Went through the whole song. Hope it makes sense. If it don't, I'm really sorry. Let me know, because I ain't really done this before. Not really. I've tried in the past, but so y'all let me know. But I guess to finally wrap it up, I'm gonna sing it for you. So, all right, let's get it. So here we go. Trying to put everything together. So we have koto ni kanzu, uhun. So uhun is the person who wrote it. So let's try it. Let's try it. Hana hirakeba cho eda ni mitsu hana しゃすればちょまたまれなりただ急そのつばめあり主人貧しきもまた right, everybody. Thank y'all so much for watching, man. Hope y'all enjoyed. You feel me? Again, I'm just trying to share this with y'all. I'm trying to, introduce y'all to this beauty, Japanese culture and music that not many people talk about, unfortunately, in the English speaking world. So, I'm trying to make that happen. But yeah, thank y'all so much. For real, let me know in this particular video, in the other two, what you like, what you didn't like. Do you want me to do another one? You feel me? Do you want me to try and interview some people? I can do that. I mean, I got a lot of Shigin friends. I can try and do some interviews, talk to people. Y'all let me know what y'all want. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching, man. I've said it like 3 times now. Love y'all and have a good one. Bye.